Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and in the last episode we actually completed Chapter 10, also known as Princess Minerva, which actually entails that we actually got Minerva in the last chapter because that is indeed one of our new recruits. Maria, her sister, which we needed to save first, and Minerva. After saving Maria, you were rewarded with Minerva because that was the only reason why she was fighting you in the first place. And now with that, we actually have the ability to get the White Wings in the future because Minerva is their leader, and now that they know that Maria is safe, they have no reason to work for Rust either. So, with that, we're actually going to be heading into Chapter 11. But, with Chapter 11's appearance, we're actually going to be getting rid of a unit from our army from now on. And in order to put Minerva on our team, we're actually going to be getting rid of Yagan, which, yep, he's officially done for our team for now. I don't think he's going to be able to hold his weight anymore due to the fact that he's just so far behind compared to a lot of our units. Cain and Abel are 10 times stronger than him, and they're not even paladins, and Yagan is, so if that says anything, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of him from now on. Just to make sure, we actually do need to bring Caeda. We didn't bring her in the last chapter because we didn't need her, but we do need her in this chapter, so we are gonna be throwing her in, because we need her in order to recruit another unit, but we need both Marth and Caeda this chapter for 2 different recruits. So, with that, we actually, are going to be dropping off Drog for this chapter, just so we can bring Minerva as well, because I want Minerva to get some experience, and by dropping off Drog for now, we can actually get some decent experience for both Daros and Minerva, since Daros is a little behind, and I'm going to use the arena to kind of level him up, because he's been behind for quite a bit, and then Minerva needs a little bit of experience just so she's on par with the rest of my team. So, with that, we'll be dropping off our poor buddy Drog, even though he's been doing really good, but I need to have an open space for both Caeda and Minerva, so we do need to get rid of Yagan for good, but Drog will be back in the next chapter for sure, I would think. But with that, let's actually start on the next chapter. So let's do this. Chapter 11, Norda Market. With a string of hard-fought battles behind them, Marth and his army finally arrive in Arcnea, Nina's home. Beyond the mountains lies a bastion of Arcnea that has stood for 1,000 years, the Ageless Palace. Its golden walls have seen so many treasures stolen, and so many of its people lost. Marth and his allies have journeyed far, and now one of their primary goals is in sight. Yep, one of our primary goals in this chapter was us being told that Lind is indeed here, which she will be giving us the tome Aura, which is apparently really good. We probably won't be using Lind, but we do need to recruit her. I don't see her on the map, so I don't know where she would even be. Maybe she appears later in the chapter because she's not on the map right now, I know that for sure. But one of our recruits is on the map. This man right here in the Ballistican, also known as Jake, is actually a character that appears in a couple Fire Emblem games. Not ones that I've played personally, but apparently based on his little wiki page that I ran on him, he actually does indeed. He's in a couple of the games, so that's kind of cool. But we do need to unlock him, but in order to get him, you have to actually find Anna's house. And Anna's house is one of these houses in this village over here, so we do need to head over there at some point. Which we should head there as fast as possible due to the fact that we do need to make our way over there because of the fact that there is a thief on this map, and he is going to be running over that way, so we do need to beat him there. But we also need to keep into the fact that there's a new class on the field as well, also known as Ballisticans, and apparently these things have 10 range. So, instead of being out in the open with 2 flying units, we're gonna just get them far away from any kind of range that those things can hit us from. So let's start moving Minerva and Caeda as fast as possible so we don't have to deal with that right at this very time. So you two just get out of here, because I know you're not gonna be fine with that. Lena, I want you to kind of just start moving out, because I don't need you to just get smacked by one of those from out of nowhere, and I don't know if they're going to start chasing us down immediately. They're more than likely going to, but let's just be careful with our positioning so we don't have to worry about that. So just for now, we're just going to make sure we move our units in a safe, orderly fashion for now. And we also actually almost forgot. We actually got our first promoted unit that we got to choose for once. Navarre is now a hero class by fighting one of the heroes on, or one of the only heroes on the last map. We actually got the hero's crest, which allows us to actually promote one of our many units, and our first one happened to be Navarre out of all characters, which was pretty cool, so I'm definitely happy with that. If we get another hero's crest, it's definitely going to Ogma, since he's the only other mercenary on our team, so honestly, there's only one other character that could have gotten it, but honestly, I just like Navarre more, but Ogma is still pretty cool. I'll definitely say that, because his model is pretty cool, I'm gonna be honest. But I would like to maybe help out Daros at some point, because Daros is our only axe unit. Although axes are kind of, you know, they're not like the best weapon in this game compared to how they are in like future Fire Emblem games. The axe units are usually really, really good. But in this game, they're not as good as they could be because of the fact that the weapon triangle doesn't really exist. Although, in a way, it does with the whole hit detection and stuff like that, but it just doesn't exist that way. If it was a thing, with how many lances that are in this game, I would be pretty sure that axe units would be one of the like best units you can have if the weapon triangle did exist in this game. Just noticing how many lance units there are on the maps and stuff like that, and how common lances are, and how strong lance weapons usually are when it comes to them as well. Yeah, it would definitely be nice to have, I'm gonna be completely honest there. But the only thing we really need to worry about this map, it seems, is the Ballisticans and maybe these Pegasus Riders. Because, honestly, we haven't found a Pegasus Rider that's too scary yet. But, yeah, these guys only have 5 strength, so these guys aren't going to be scary, but the Wyvern Riders we fought recently have been scary, so honestly, we'll eventually run into something that will be terrifying to fight against, but not for the time being. I think we'll be pretty much fine. But we do need to make our way over there, but I don't know if Minerva's going to be able to fight them by herself. Let's hear, 14 defense. That's actually not bad to start with, actually. 9 strength, definitely better than Caeda on any sort of level, because of the fact that Caeda's only 5 strength, and she's had way too many levels to increase that strength, and it never went up, so it only went up twice, I should say, but still, that's not good, based on how many levels we've given her. These guys only have 5 strength, so honestly, these seem like we should be fine to just throw Minerva in there, just so we can get that village sorted out early. Which, honestly, I want to do. Iron swords, steel swords, we should be fine here. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. So, Minerva, free experience for you, because that was the whole point of bringing here. So, Minerva, you go over here. Although you can't take out this, you can't get this village yet, because we need to get Marth over here first, because he's the only one that's able to talk to villages. Once you start using your Levin sword, you have a javelin if you start running out of weapons, but we're going to have Minerva start dealing with these guys. Because she'll be fine by herself, I think. Yeah, she takes 0 damage from these guys, and they're way too low in strength to even deal with her at the moment, so honestly, let's just have her do that. Caeda is a different answer. Although she's level 14, and, you would think she would be a lot stronger than her, she has, like, no defense, so she'll be hit for probably most of her health bar throwing her in there, and it won't be a good idea, so we're just gonna forget about even thinking about that kind of way of doing it, so let's just be careful there. All we really can do here is just start moving our units up this little miniature area here and just see if we can maybe get through here without getting attacked by the Ballisticans. I don't know how much damage they're gonna do, but honestly, they probably do a lot in this game. I don't know. I would think they would because of the fact that the Ballisticans and, Fates was pretty decent. But that was the only time I've ever got to use one, so honestly, I don't know if they would be good in this game. In other games, Ballisticans weren't even a class, they were an item that you could just put your unit on and they did a lot of damage when they were like that. So, I am happy that they're not like or I'm gonna hope that they're not like the ones that I'm used to, because the regular ballistic weapons that aren't specific to characters are terrifying. I'm just gonna be honest. And those, I think they were Blazing Blade was one that I played with it, and Sacred Stones, I believe, also had that in the game. And I think Awakening also had that form as well. But I could be wrong. I might be remembering wrong on that one. But with that, yeah, let's just be careful. Wait, yeah, okay, I did say the right one. I thought I said Blazing Blade twice for a second. I meant Awakening if I did say that twice. But so far so good. It doesn't look like we need to really worry. It looks like the Ballisticans aren't going to be chasing us down, which is really good because of the fact that we do have 2 flyers now instead of just 1. So we do need to be a little bit more careful with our flyers. And thankfully, due to that being the case, we're actually perfectly fine. As long as Lena doesn't get hit by some random Ballistician that I didn't notice. Because I only think there is 2 of them. But I could be wrong. You never know. Let's see here. Nothing's happening right now. Oh no, they're just moving. I was wondering what was going on. They were just standing still for a second and I was kind of confused. And then the game locked up for a second because sometimes it does that. It doesn't like lock up completely, but sometimes like the turns take a little bit to just end. And I don't know why that happens. Okay, I am right. No, there is 3. Okay. They should be able to move, I would think. Yeah, they got 4 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But they also have 10 range, but they're not chasing us down, so I guess they are set to not move whatsoever, which is nice. I'll definitely take that over anything else that could have happened here. I'll just be honest. Kane, I think Harden's still level 11. No, he ain't. He's level 13 now. So it looks like I would like Kane to get this since he is level 12. So Kane, you go over here. You start poking this guy a little bit just so we can get the show moving, since we don't need to be really dealing with 5 strength mercenaries at this point, since they basically do nothing towards aim other than our lower defense units like Merrick and Lena at the moment, and I think Wendell as well. How low is Wendell on defense? And actually, that's not bad. It's stronger than Caeda's ever gonna be at this point. I'm just gonna be honest. But let's see here. Navarre, I actually want you to have this one since you did promote, so I actually want to see what you look like now when you attack, since I'm pretty sure the hero models are actually going to have different attacks, and they in fact do. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then Navarre goes for 2nd strike, down goes the White Wing, or Falcon Knight, or whatever you want to call them. Honestly, I like calling them White Wings, even though they're not really. It's just a cool name, honestly. But let's see here, all we really need to do is just make sure that we get to this village over here, just to make sure that the thieves don't run it down, because there is only one, but he isn't really moving, so I don't know what he's doing, because I was told that I was like a run against the clock with that thing, so I'm kind of strange. It's kind of strange that it's not doing that. It could be the fact that we moved Minerva directly on top of it as fast as possible, which could be in fact the case, because it would make sense, but honestly, I'm not sure. Actually, I want to use Wolf, I think. Let's see here. Wolf, your closest range that you can attack him is from here, so just shoot this guy with your bow a couple times, get him out of our way, and then we can proceed with what we were doing. Wait, you don't double this guy? Huh. You do 13 damage, but you don't double him. That's surprising. I was probably better. Actually, I'm still better off because I can still attack him. Wait a minute. Abel, you just go in and then attack him then. Wait, what? Oh. Now I'm confused. I don't know why he can't attack him all of a sudden. Okay, weird. Marth, we need you as fast as possible, as fast as you can walk. You only have 7 movement, which is kind of unfortunate, but there is mountains in our way, and it's kind of just unfortunate that we can't just run where we need to go at the moment, since that is kind of blocked from us. We have to kind of go from the top and all the way around just to get to where we're trying to go to. Which sucks, but there's really nothing you can do about that one, to be honest. That's just the map design of the game. And since it would be a lot nicer if Marth wasn't the only person able to talk to villages, because that is kind of a problem if you're trying to get to someplace and you need to save it so you can continue on with your adventure. But what can we do? I'm just gonna be honest, what can we really do about that one? Minerva is almost done with this guy, so honestly, Minerva, you start dealing with these guys. You'll be fine, I think, so let's just throw you, like, here? Yeah, that'll block off most of them, I would think. So yeah, you get rid of this guy, or start on it, and then we'll have Caeda maybe get rid of that guy over there, just so we keep her in a decent spot of experience, because we will be forced to use her for quite a while, until... The only way we're going to be getting Caeda off our team, or use Caeda for the rest of the game, is if we can somehow fix her in any sort of way, because her stuff is not the best, I'll just be honest. If she can get rid of this guy, that would be, thank you. 33 crit, thank you. If you have a lot of skill and speed and stuff, I would hope you would crit every single time, I'm just gonna be honest. Because if you look at her stats, you'd think she would be critting a lot more often. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe I'm gonna set a bookmark just to save where we are. And I think that's fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Computer, you start moving now. It's your turn to shine, or whatever you want to try and do. Please don't hurt me, though, because I don't know what's gonna happen to Caeda this chapter, or this turn, I mean. This chapter, she's gonna survive, because I'm not gonna just let her die, because that wasn't how we were playing, so... But I am kind of worried if she'll even survive a couple hits from these guys. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Please don't hurt me. I know you're not gonna double me, but please don't hurt me. Because Caeda's, there's no way they're gonna double Caeda with her with max speed. It's just not gonna happen. But it is scary every time they try and attack me, though, I'll be honest. I definitely don't like that, because every time they come and try and attack her, she has so low defense, and it's... honestly, I'm kind of worried that I am gonna get one shot from a literal one hit from a blade, and yeah, here we go again. Oh no. I don't want to deal with that. Please don't hurt me. 5 damage. She's got about 5 more HP. I don't think they can get behind her, though, so I don't think 3 of them can attack her. Unless she gets rid of the units, and then they might actually have the ability to walk there. But it seems like they're going to be leaving her alone. Thank you. At least they'll do that for me. Whew, okay. So far, so good. Nothing too terrible, but... It definitely could be worse, honestly, since thankfully this guy didn't move. I'm pretty sure he's not in the range, which would make sense. I would think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's not in the range. If she got rid of this guy, then she would be attacked twice. But thankfully, she wasn't attacked like that, so we're perfectly fine there. We can start Levin sorting this guy with our nice little area to just attack from, because when you're in the water, it seems like you get a 30% dodge chance, so honestly, I'll take it. Okay, so what we want to do here, though, is... honestly? Good question. That is a good question. That is entirely a good question, because I honestly don't know what I want to do here. I think the first thing we need to do... Is that the guy with 1 HP? Because one of these guys has 1 HP. No, he has 6. Okay. I want you to... Harden, I want you to go here. Use your steel sword, since it has a higher chance of hitting, since that guy is inside one of the little forest areas, which gives him dodge chance. So see if you can maybe get this guy out of your way, because if you can get him out of here, we can actually... plan an actual attack on this place, because my idea right now is to use Wolf, put Wolf right here, use the steel bow to blast this guy out of the way, because he should be able to hit him at least once or twice. Once is enough, I guess. And then, let's see here, Kane, I need you to go in here. You can't go any further than here, but honestly, that's fine. And then we can just use the Steel Sword, I guess? Yeah, Steel Sword's fine, I guess. And then we just smack this guy for a higher hit chance and maybe a double if we need it, but I honestly don't think we need to double to get rid of these guys, so honestly I think we're fine with that. Okay, perfect. Then we can maybe run you over here to completely get rid of this guy, so we don't have to worry about these guys randomly running us down for Caeda, because Caeda's not doing too hot on the HP bar, but... she will be in a second once we get our healers in in order to help her out, because she does need some help right now, to be honest. Okay, just to make sure, I want to make sure if it's either Caeda or Marth that can do that. Nope, it's just Marth. That's unfortunate. I wish you could pick up units with the Pegasus Knights. It would make them a lot more useful in this game, because they're not too useful in this game compared to what they could be. Because I know it is the first one, but it would be nice to have at least something out of the flying units, because the flying units don't really do much other than kind of cower right away and stay far away from combat as the ones I've seen so far. But honestly, it honestly could be worse, honestly. So I'm just gonna say, thankfully they are able to do something if they're like at least in decent strength range. Like Minerva's able to do a lot more than Caeda will ever be able to do, because of the defense is really nice to have, and then the extra movement is also nice. The one extra movement's like really helpful. Bantu should be fine from any long-range attack, so I'm just going to use Bantu to get rid of this guy over here. Or, actually, I'm not sure, because Pegasus Knights are, usually female knights, but the thing is, not all games that's the case, so honestly, I don't know. You know what, I'm just going to go with the guy, because honestly, there's no way for me to ever be able to tell, because how am I going to guess out of a couple pixels? And also, what do you call it, the reason why I'm saying that is because of the fact that there is male Pegasus Knights, but for some reason in the games they say, there's some games that say there's only female Pegasus Knights for some reason, and I don't understand that, because I'm pretty sure anyone would be able to ride a Pegasus, because of the fact that, what do you call it? If you can ride a dragon, I would think you would be able to ride a flying horse. I'm just gonna be honest. Because there's a lot of male characters that can ride the Wyvern Knights, so it literally makes no sense in that case. So I never understood the whole why Wyvern Knights, or not Wyvern, Pegasus Knights were always like just female classes for like the longest time. Because honestly, there's some really good abilities in the later games that Pegasus Knights get that only the female class can get, because it's stuck to a one gender thing, which is kind of weird. But it would be nice to have some of them, like Gale Force and Awakening. I would like to attack twice after knocking out a unit in that game, because yeah, that would definitely be nice for some of the characters. Because having Death Blow Gale Force would be fun. I'm just gonna be honest, or high crit chance like Wrath or something would definitely be fun to use. But not all characters can do that unless they're like somehow able to get a class that's not normally, or if they have a class that's not normally what they're supposed to have, which honestly would be cool to have like some cool skill balance, or like making any character can get any skill basically, and some for like, let's say, passive skills that the character has from the start. Like in Awakening and Fates, they have certain units only, or the only characters that can have that ability, and it's also a passive skill that they get from the start. They have it forever, they can't get rid of it. It's just something free that they get that makes them a lot better. Which I like that feature that they added to that, and then they got rid of it, or at least kinda. It's not really in 3 houses, but in a way it is. But it's in the form of the whole crest system, which is honestly, the crest honestly wasn't the most like I didn't like, some people might like it, but I honestly didn't have much fun with the whole crest system. I felt like it was more of a hindrance to a character's potential than it was a actual like small buff, because every passive ability was a small buff to the character that gave them at least something to kind of like push you in the right direction on what you should do, or kind of like give you an idea of what you want to use for their build. Because let's say, I think it was Laslow and in Fates, I believe he had the rally skill, and as long as he used rally on a rally skill, it gave you like a bunch of buffs and stuff like that, if I remember correctly, and it was like honestly a fun ability. I like that, and it would give you a reason to give them full rallies basically for every single ability that you can give. And it was honestly pretty cool. I like that, that he had such an ability, because it made him unique compared to some of the other characters, and it gave you a reason to use him, since, although he is technically a good unit, but the fact that, he does have some stuff weighing him down, like, I think it was, like, some of his growth rates were a little bit bad, but any unit was usable in Fates and Awakening, which was something cool, because no matter what, as long as you put enough training into a unit, you would be able to use them, which was really cool. I definitely do like that. We also have to check every one of these houses. I don't know if she's going to be actually in the village, but she is going to be in one of these houses if it's not the village, so let's have our unit start, like, going through these real quick.
3 weapons have been passed down by the royal family of Caeda. Parthia the bow of flame.
Oh, okay, so the Parthia is in this game.
Gradavis the lance that pierces stone.
I do know about the Gradavis. That's a long-range lance, which is really good. I don't know if it's going to be long-range in this game, but it's definitely going to be nice to have in the future.
And the magic blade that can only be wielded by the chosen, Mercius. Those that obtain them are said to be blessed by the gods.
I'm gonna guess maybe the blade that's only been held by Mercius is gonna be the falchion, which would make sense. Also, apparently we have a side quest with the whole falchion that we need to be doing. We can't do it yet, so we don't need to worry about it now, but there is gonna be a future chapter that I need to pay attention to, and I will be making sure we get that, because apparently the falchion is important in this game, so, and it's not something you get, you actually have to unlock it, so we're gonna make sure to do that at the point when it does pop up. I think it's like chapter 17, 18, something like that, I think I read, but we are gonna make sure to do that side quest, because that would be important to get, because it is a major part of Marth anyways. But let's see here. I hate war, it's always the women and children who suffer. You should stop fighting. Get back to those who love you as soon as you can. So no Anna yet, but honestly, if there was no war, then it would be good, but we have a war on our hands, so we can't do that. Sorry, lady. If there was, like, peace and love everywhere, then we could definitely do what you said, but we're in a full-scale war with, like, 5 different kingdoms. There's nothing we can really do there. Also, where the heck is Lind? I don't see her anywhere. Is she, like, hiding somewhere? Because she's supposed to be on the map, but we haven't seen her at all, so I'm actually kind of confused. Weird. Okay, let's walk over to this little village over here, and let's go lock this up for them. Oh, it's a mannequin of some sort.
You looking to buy a slave? All that I have left are some scrawny brats. I'll cut you a deal.
Look at these poor children. What a vile man you are. If you value your life, you'll unchain them immediately, and get out of my sight.
It's the Altean army. I'm done for.
What a horrible ordeal. You all must have suffered, but it's all right now. You can return to your homes. You there, why haven't you left? Who are you? I don't have anywhere to go. You're a girl, aren't you? Yet you're disguised as a young boy. I'm the daughter of Archbishop Miloa. I disguised myself to escape from Garnaf, but I was caught by a slave merchant when I ran away. So you're the Archbishop's daughter. It's good that we found you. Princess Nina has been worried sick. From today, we will stand beside you. I will not let anything like this happen to you again. Prince Marth, let me fight at your side. I have the Aureate Tome my father entrusted to me. If Princess Nina allows me to, help, I will use it. I want to take revenge for what Garnaf did to my father. I must defeat him. Oh, that's where Lind is. Okay, so Lind was hiding inside the house there. She looks nothing like she did in the picture, so she literally was fully disguised. Because Lind looks a lot different than that picture, so that's actually... I didn't even think that was going to be Lind, to be honest. It said recruit her by talking to her, and... that was not talking to her, that was running to the village and randomly finding her, which helps me out, honestly. Now that we have her, now we don't have to worry about losing her.
At the edge of this town, there's a slave market. If you look, you'll see that it's full of kids pulled from who knows where.
Why don't you do anything about that, mister? Just gonna be honest, this is a terrible town if they don't have anyone helping out. Let's just keep visiting and we'll find somebody. So far, no Anna.
This here is Nolda. You are in Ocnea now. Don't forget to drop by the armories and the shops. You should find some good stuff if you look around.
Probably so, but honestly, still not finding who I'm actually looking for, so let's keep flying around and we'll eventually find her.
I apologize, since Ocnea fell, this town has become desolate. It's not safe to walk outside with all the ruffians about.
Well, still no Anna. Where even is she? She's supposed to be in one of these many houses, apparently. Oh, here we go.
Crest has good people in it, too. Take my boyfriend, Jake. He's a kind man. If you run into him, will you tell him that Anna is worried about him? Just, there's one thing, he probably won't want to talk to a man. So send a woman to talk to him, okay?
Okay. Well, there's Anna, which is a character that shows up in a lot of Fire Emblem games, so thankfully we were able to find her. Okay, so she's in the middle house if anyone needs that for later, because there might be people playing alongside with me, so if you need to know where Anna is, there you go. Because I was kind of confused where she was, because all it said was walk to a house and find her. So that was the reason why we checked every house like that, and not exactly the one we were needing to. Although I like checking the houses anyways, because sometimes there is a little bit of lore. Okay, it looks like we have one of these little ballisticans waiting for us over here, so maybe we can get him to run forward by forcing a unit into his positioning? Maybe. I don't know if that's gonna work that way, but we're definitely gonna try. Because I want to see if we can get at least one of these ballisticans out of our way, because there is 3 of them and they are 10 range, so we do want to be a little bit careful with our positioning and stuff. Wendell, you just go wherever you feel like, buddy. And then we don't really need Marth for the rest of this chapter, unless we could somehow get him to where everyone else is, but honestly, that's going to be kind of hard to get him to there because of the fact that since he is 7 range, he does kind of have to, like, basically run it all the way to where he needs to go. So we will be taking it will take a short amount of time to get there, but it might take a couple turns just to get him in the area where everyone else is kind of holding out right now. Because the fact that of the units that are over here at the moment, we got Abel, which he's on a horseback, which won't take him any time. And then Minerva can just fly over these mountains to get out of here. And then actually, it might take Ogma a couple turns to get where he needs to go, but honestly, he's not in the worst place, to be completely honest. I feel like that's where we're going to end our turn, though. That seems fine, I think. There's a bunch of strongholds, but I don't know if there's going to be reinforcements on this map. I guess we'll find out soon. I guess if Marth gets in the range, we'll find out very shortly. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. How good is Kane on defense? 10. I think Hardin is in a decent spot on defense. Yeah, he's on 11. But he also has a lot more strength, but he's not in the range. I would throw him there, but honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. How much defense do these ballisticans actually have? Oh. Ouch. Okay, then, that's terrifying. Okay, Kane, I'm gonna move you here. Let's see here, I'm pretty sure if Merrick's in a decent range, he should be able to get to here. Let's see here, we only need 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so as long as I'm here, apparently, we'll be able to attack. It is 5 movement, right? I always forget that. It's 6 movement, okay, so I'm gonna put him where we were, I think. I think that's about right where we were. So just in case, we'll be careful. Because I want to be able to get one of our 8 people to actually do damage to a decent range to actually be able to do anything there, because that is a little bit scary in the defense section, so just in case, we're going to be very careful on how we position our units, but to the point where we're not, like, too scared to move them. We'll definitely make sure that we get our units into a nice positioning for that. We do need to also keep in mind where we move Caeda and Minerva for now, as well, because of the fact that that is a problem. So just in case, we will be making sure that no one's moving too out of position, so Caeda or Minerva don't have to really worry about that part. I'm not sure if Daros can survive a hit by that thing, but Daros, you stand there, I guess. Okay, everyone else is pretty much fine, but we will need to move We will need to move, I think this is Cain, I think. Or, no, it's Abel. We do need to move Abel, and we also do need to move Minerva, because I would like some experience for Minerva, so let's make sure she's also moving. I don't think we really need the rest of the army, so I'm just gonna let them stay, because it's gonna take them way too long to get over here. What do I want to do with Marth? Marth needs to make his way, but it's going to take him a while, so I'm just going to stop moving the bottom half of the units, because I don't think they're going to be able to make it over there in the first place, and I can just do a skip to when I'm actually needing to run all the way over there, so I'm just going to save some time by not having to move Marth like 24/7. Okay, let's see here. Oh, they're not attacking me. That's surprising. Why aren't they attacking me? Okay. That's good. It's good that they're not attacking me, because that gives me time to kind of position myself. Okay, Harden, how much HP you at? 21? You should be fine then. Okay, Harden, I want you to, like, run right up to this Ballistican, and since you're inside here, you should be actually fine. You use your Silver Lance, though, for as much damage as you can possibly roll out. This thing's called, its weapon is called a Thunderbolt. Kinda cool. We still do some damage, even though you would think that the 15 defense would block most of that. Okay, cool. Works out for me. Means we don't have to worry too hard, but we also still need to worry a little bit because we don't know what we're really dealing with yet. We'll definitely be figuring out soon. I feel like we should be fine to move Merrick here, because Merrick does have a lot of health. There's no way this thing's gonna one-shot us. It is 11 damage, but honestly, it's still fine. Honestly, it's fine. It definitely could be worse. Okay, let's see here. Cain should be able to maybe throw a javelin at this thing, and then we could get rid of this guy. That's all we need to do, is just get rid of one of the Ballisticans, so we don't have to deal with it later. So, there we go. 5 damage, perfect. 5 damage through its 15 defense, not bad. That's really good. Level... I thought you were level... Oh, red 13 strength. Level 13. Strength by 1, speed, luck, defense, not bad. That's 14 strength for Cain, not bad. He's only 6 off from his max, not bad. Not bad at all. I'll definitely take anything we can get, because... due to the fact that we have so many units, or a couple units that fell off, like, completely in the strength compartment, it definitely is nice having at least some units that kind of make up for it, because... Yeah, Caeda's 5 strength ain't really helping us whatsoever, is it? I'm just gonna be honest. Let's see here, what is your range? You are 10, I'm pretty sure, based on what I read. Unless it's, maybe it's not even gonna move. I don't know if it will move or not. Let's see here. Movement of 4. I don't think these will move because this is the castle, and if they just walk off the castle, then they won't be able to really block us from just taking it over, so I don't think these guys are going to move, but they will attack us. So let's see here. They have 10 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so from here, so this mountain right where we're positioning there should be safe. I mean should be. I'm not 100%, but we will be putting Caeda at least right here for now. That should be 100% out of the range. But other than that, I'm not sure. We are going to put Minerva here, though, as well. Just in case as well, because we do need to make it to Jake, but we don't know how we're really going to do that due to the fact that Caeda only has 9 movement, so I don't know how we're going to actually get Caeda over there without her getting one-shotted or whatever, but I guess we'll find out soon. We'll have to figure out something at some point, because this is the last little trek here in order to get him, so I guess we'll find out. She might be getting one-shotted here in a second, but what else can I really do? Well, end turn. Let's see what happens, because I feel like this is gonna go bad due to the fact that archers and those guys are not gonna do good. Just gonna be honest, Minerva and Caeda are not gonna have fun with archers. And especially Ballisticans. I would think Ballisticans would be terrifying in the damage department when it comes to them. If they were doing, what was it, 11 damage to Merrick? Yeah, they're definitely going to do some kind of damage. Thankfully, we have a good unit inside our little thing here for the stronghold, with a nice nice 11 defense, so we don't even have to Good lord. 51 damage. I like seeing that. Honestly, I really do. There's weapon level, speed, and it looks like luck, I think? Not bad. Good, I guess. Still don't know what really weapon level's doing for us, because there's still no stronger weapons we ran into, so honestly, I don't know when we're going to be getting something decent when it comes to... Because you can get 20 weapon level, but I don't honestly know when we'd be able to use any weapon of that sort. So honestly, I don't know what's going on there, but I guess we'll figure that out soon. I'm gonna guess like Falchion or something needs like 18 weapon level or something crazy like that or something. Just gonna be honest. Let's see here. What can we do here? Looks like what we can do... I'm gonna see if we can... Oh, Wolf's low on HP, actually. Maybe not that one. But we can do Harden here. Use Harden to get rid of this little archer here with our nice silver lance. Just poke him out of existence. Never mind, he dodged completely. And he gets another turn to live. Okay. I wasn't expecting that one, but that was because of the Stronghold, though. The Stronghold gave him some dodge chance, and he's gonna dodge both of them, isn't he? Wow. Okay. This archer's actually a mini-boss. I was actually wrong. This guy's a mini-boss, and we're having the hardest time getting rid of him. I'm joking. Okay, let's just use a Thunder, and it should get rid of this guy. There's no way he dodges this much hit chance. There's no way. Thank you. Okay. Good on you, Wendell. Thank you, buddy. You're always here to help us out, honestly. Okay, let's see here. Merrick, and not really. Bantu, I'm thinking of Bantu. But honestly, Navarre, I want you to go a little bit forward here. I want you to... Steel Sword. Steel Sword sounds fun. Let's get rid of this guy so you can get a little bit more experience, since you are only level 1 now, so honestly, do whatever you can. And you also heal from this anyway, so no matter what, you're fine here. And then we really don't need to worry too bad here, I think, because I don't think this guy's gonna do massive amount of damage to us. Because I'm pretty sure he's holding the same Firestone as us, isn't he? Yeah, he is. So we don't even need to worry about that guy. But he is supposedly the boss, because he actually has a name, so I guess we'll fight him soon. Not sure yet, but it definitely looks like we would fight him. I want to do this safely, but I don't know if there's any other way we could do that. Trying to think of what we could do here. I don't think it's safe to just throw Minerva right into there, because, yeah, I just don't think that's a smart idea. But we can do something, I think. Minerva is probably like 1 HP off of full, so oh, never mind. I thought she was off by a little bit. Well, that's a waste of a staff, but it's fine. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what we should do. Honestly, I'm thinking like something like... No, can't. I was hoping that would work, but apparently not. Okay, Navarre, you just stand there, I guess. Let's make sure about that movement again. Or attack range. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so yeah, this should be safe. Just make sure to throw her as close as possible. Actually, wouldn't the best thing to be able to test this would be to put Minerva right in their pathing? Create a bookmark so we don't have to restart this entire turn. But let's see. I'm gonna put you here. We're gonna see if you get attacked right away. I would think it wouldn't, but let's see. Because you would think that it would be safe enough to at least put your unit in the place that you need them to go. But I don't know, honestly. I guess we'll find out how much damage they do. She has 14 defense, so this just kind of like tells us how much the arrows get in general, because I don't know how much extra might arrows get against flyers. We've never really been able to test it, so it is good to see. And strength and skill, always appreciated. Thank you, Navarre, for being really good on your levels, honestly, buddy. Okay, another sniper. This is our second sniper we've ever fought, I think. But honestly, they're not the worst thing, because they're usually pretty low on the strength for some reason, or at least so far. And we're pretty decent into the game now, so I'm surprised they're still pretty low leveled, although they do still do some decent damage to us. And it looks like they're not just going to run us down, which is nice. Manikeets, how much movement do you have? Just to make sure you don't just run us down out of nowhere. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he will run over here, but it won't be the worst case scenario due to the fact that Navarre should be able to block most of that by himself, so I feel like Navarre will be fine against this guy with the bow gun here, or sniper with 36 damage in one hit. And there's my proof on one-shotting being a thing. Just gonna be honest there. I'm so happy I gave him that goddess icon, because it seems like he's critting a lot more often, and that's honestly how I felt like I wanted my Navarre to go, so honestly, I'm just happy. I'm happy that worked out perfectly. Okay, let's just thunder this guy a little bit. Well, we should be fine to just sit in here and just hit him with thunder, because you'll get a free heal anyways just by sitting inside the stronghold. So honestly, we don't need to worry about that too much. Daros, it looks like you get to run in here for free. Never mind. You are low on movement, so you don't get that. Sorry, buddy. I got your hopes up for some free experience, and it ended up not happening. And Bantu can't do it either, really. Huh. Okay, Harden, I guess you can have this then. It's one hit, so just use your steel sword, get rid of them, and we should be fine there. I'm thinking maybe they're not attacking me because they feel like they do 0 damage, because sometimes that happens, where the AI doesn't attack us because of like something like defense or something. So, I guess we'll find out. We'll move Caeda in position. Anyway, actually, let's do another bookmark, just because I feel like if we do get one-shotted, I'd like to be able to just restart from there. But I don't know what's gonna happen there, honestly. So I guess we'll just figure that out when it happens. Because, honestly, I feel like if we were to go any closer, we'd just be blasted into next century because of the fact that there is 2 ballisticants. So I want to be sure we're out of a certain range of them. But in a decent spot that we can just move freely, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Looks like Daros isn't getting any free experience from the actual battle, though. Sorry, buddy, but I would give you some more experience, but there's nothing I could really do about that one. Okay, let's see. What was it, Kozan or whatever his name is? The Manikeet should be moving this now, since he isn't one of the ones that just stands on top of the strongholds. So let's see here, Kozan. Honestly, I don't know how this is gonna go. 9 damage. Not bad. I really do think the Firestone affects off defense, actually, because every time we attack with Bantu, I would think it would attack the resistance, like the mages and stuff, like Merrick and Archbishop Wendell. But honestly, it seems like it goes for defense instead, which is kind of weird. Which isn't the worst thing, because we can still work with that since we do some decent damage still, even with that being the case, because 2 strength plus the, what was it, 16 might of the weapon is still not bad, but the defense does kind of hinder his possibilities a little bit from the actual defense of the enemies and not his own defense. His defense is fine, but yeah, we do need to worry about that, because we can't really use him against Manikeets himself, which would be fun, but it's just not possible. Okay, let's see here. We need to tax him with someone that can attack his resistance, because these guys are actually weak to any sort of magic, because of the fact that they only have their defense to their advantage. And if they can't use their defense, they just take on full damage, which honestly is free, so why not just go for that instead? It's just free damage here, honestly. I don't think Bantu can get this, but you know what? Let's try it. Might as well see. Because this guy's not going to get rid of Bantu, and Bantu might actually get rid of him with the 3 HP left. Let's see. Nope, 2 damage. Unless he does a double, maybe. Let's see here. He dodged. Good, good, good. He does another attack and gets rid of Kozan. And there we go. Bantu actually got a knockout on one of the Manikeets. Good on you, buddy. 44 experience and a power ring. Ooh, okay. Power ring definitely sounds nice to use. Honestly, power ring sounds smart to use on Caeda. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna move Minerva up there. Let's see here. I feel like we can somehow get in range of Jake to the point where we can just fly straight to him. But as long as we're playing smart. Let's try that. Let's see. I just want to make sure that they don't attack me back. Let's see. They're not attacking. Okay. I thought they had 10 range. These Ballisticans are really not doing much, are they? Okay, I guess we'll test it ourselves, because now we're about to get one, so we'll definitely check them out now. Okay, talk to him.
Hello, Soldier of Grust. You're Jake, aren't you?
Who are you? Don't you know it's not safe here?
As a girl from this town told me, it seems there are good men among Grust's forces. You know a girl called Anna, don't you?
Oh, you heard about me. From Anna? That's good. What did she have to say?
She said that if you fought for the people of this land, she would follow you anywhere.
Really? Well, honestly, I don't like seeing the people of this land suffer like this. Alright, I made up my mind. I'm ready to fight for you, and for Anna. I'll show you what I can do.
There we go, and now we got ourselves our own Ballistican. Okay, let's test this out. Because apparently they have 10 range. No? Oh, maybe you have to... Oh, maybe they're direct line of sight, maybe. Okay, it better be 10 range. I was told they would be. Okay, the game... Okay, the wiki lied. The wiki lied indeed. Okay, they're just like archers. Why make me think that? Well, like, what's the point? I was sitting here thinking, like, I'm gonna get hit from, like, cross-map or something weird like that. Nope, that's definitely not the case. And that one's a catapult. What? Wait, there's different ones? Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so what kind of one are we holding? An aerospate. Okay, and the other one was called, like, Thunder. So this is a Stone Hoister. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. Wait, so I can get, like, different, like, Ballisticans? Like, oh, that's gonna be cool. I might make him, like, a rock thrower or something. That sounds like fun. Just throwing catapulting rocks at people. That'd be funny. Honestly, I definitely want to try that. That sounds like a fun time. Okay, let's just start Levin sorting this, since this should be magical damage on these guys, so I feel like that would be a smart idea, due to the fact that they do have high defense. So just saving us some, like, you know, any kind of strife from that is honestly a good thing, so I'm just going to try and see if we can get rid of this guy as quick as possible, due to the fact that he is in the range of Caeda now, and now that we know that they are 1 range, or 2 range, I guess, but it's not the worst case. It's like basically a long-range drog, basically, is what I'm seeing. Could be worse, honestly. I thought the Ballisticans were going to be like what I was told, though. Now I'm kind of sad, because I thought it was going to be like I could attack people from cross-map. But nope, it's not that case. Well, that's kind of depressing, because I thought that was really going to be fun. I'm honestly going to be that's honestly my honest answer on that. I thought we were going to just be able to have as much fun as possible with that. Which it would have been, honestly, but stone throwers are pretty close to that. I like throwing catapulting rocks at people for free damage. Definitely not the worst case scenario. It ended up being having a good thing to it, even though it wasn't exactly how I thought it was going to be. But here we go. Let's see how much of this arrow dude does. Caeda, please dodge. Please don't make me redo the start. Oh my god, that was too close. That was way too close. Way too close for comfort. Thank you, game, for not doing that to me. Okay, let's see here. What do we do here? Let's see here. You got 14 HP now. Who ended up getting that power ring, though? Because, honestly, wouldn't that save us some trouble with her? Because, like we did with Navarre, with the whole, giving Navarre the goddess icon and ended up giving him 7. Honestly, and then Batsu getting the speed one, which ended up giving him, like, made him basically outspeed pretty much everything, since I don't think his weapon has any weight, so basically he gets free doubles on everything now. Unless he runs into someone that's also a Manakee, or someone with a low weapon, weight of some sort, with high attack or something, or speed. But, honestly, if it gives me +6 for Caeda, that'll save her. I want to test that. Bantu has the power ring, so okay. Let's see here. Let's trade over the power ring to Caeda. Oh, Caeda's holding something. Of course she is. Well, here, we'll create a bookmark. I just want to see how much it does, since there's no way of me checking it without using it, so I want to see how much this actually does first. Let's see. Power ring 4. Okay, 4's not bad. It's better for us to save it, though, then, if it's that. Because if we increase her class to the Wyvern, it'll force her to 9, and then we can give her that, and it'll give her an extra 4. So honestly, it would be safer to do that, because then we would get... It would be 13. 13 attack for Caeda instead. So from 5 to 13. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So we'll save on to the power ring for later, so then we don't have to worry about Caeda anymore. So if Caeda's low on attack for now, we don't have to worry as bad, which is fine. I can definitely live with that compared to what we were dealing with before. So yeah, it is only... Is it... Maybe it is still 10. Maybe it's like diagonal... Nope, it's indeed what it was. Huh. So basically just an armored archer. Okay, it's cool. Definitely cool. It's not bad. I do like me having a nice bulky archer, because now I don't have to worry about throwing Wolf into some weird positions just to do some damage. But the 4 movement's going to be affecting us, really, isn't it? But I think we can work with that for now. Let's do some nice Silver Lance damage to this guy, and we can basically finish up this chapter. I do have to do one cut, though, to get Marth all the way over here, but thankfully Hardin was able to get rid of this guy by himself, so we didn't have to do too much to do that. But there we go, level 15 skill, max HP. Cool. Good job on you, Hardin. Can't wait to throw a Knight's Crest on you, or whatever it's called, in order to turn you into your next form, because you being a paladin sounds like a nice fun time due to the fact that you have so much growth to just go with. You got a 13 strength by yourself, 11 defense, not bad. Honestly, he's gonna be good. He's definitely gonna be good to throw that on. But, let's see here. Now all we need to do is just do one skip and get Marth over here, and then I'll end this episode off. So, BRB boys and girls, I'll be right back. Okay, let's do this. So, it took me about 7 turns from all the way from the other side, so it did take actually a little bit. But thankfully, we're able to just speed up the game from the fast forward settings, thankfully. So, it saved me a little bit of time in getting here. It only took like maybe 2 minutes spent up, so it's basically 2 minutes from where I last talked to you guys. Well, let's seize this castle, and let's end this up. So let's see here. Look, Princess Nina, it's the Ageless Palace.
I'm overjoyed to see it. Finally, I have made it home. Many of our warriors are still imprisoned within. We must hurry and save them.
Of course. We will storm the palace before enemy reinforcements arrive. And with that, we will be heading into Chapter 12 in the next episode. I don't know what we're going to be dealing with in the next one, but I would think that we would be running into the White Wings sometime soon. Maybe even next chapter, maybe? I'm going to take a guess on that, because I honestly don't know, because I haven't looked that ahead. I've only looked like... Let's see here. When we did... What was it? Chapter 9? I think it was the Gauntlet, I'm pretty sure was that, the Lefagant, Candith Gauntlet, I think it was. I looked into the Norda market a little bit just because I was wondering about the Ballisticans, because they sounded cool, and honestly I wrote him down as a character of maybe trying out for the playthrough, and he's kinda good. I don't know if we will use Jake, but he sounds fun to use because of the fact that I can just catapult rocks at people, and not many characters can do that, because there's only 2 Ballisticans that are recruitable in this game. I believe one is called Jake, which is the guy we have, and the other one is called Beck. I don't know which one's going to be better, but we get Beck later in the game, so I'm thinking the first one you get is going to be the better one, and then Beck is going to be the one that would be, if you did lose Jake, you could use Beck instead, and it would be like a replacement unit for him, basically. But with that, I'm gonna say maybe the White Wings in the next chapter. That'd be kind of cool. But with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we will be doing Chapter 12. Don't know the chapter name? Let's take a look at it, actually. Here, we'll do that real quick before we end this, just to see what we're kind of dealing with, just to kind of see what we're actually working with. Maybe it might show us something to kind of give us a hint of what we're going to be dealing with. It definitely looks like we are, in fact, taking over the castle, which made sense, because that's basically what Nina said. But, couple thieves, big ol' open area there. Kind of looks like that one map with the, that we played with the castle earlier. but a lot bigger, basically. Another Manakete. Okay. Random Manakete, though. No name. Okay. Who's the boss, then? Because, honestly, I don't see a boss here. Maybe, Actually, we probably could tell if we go in a certain place. Maybe this general over here in the treasure room? Because there's a lot of stuff in there. Nope, it's not the general. That's strange. Who's the boss, then? This guy? Oh, here we go. Here he is. Heimler. Hello, Heimler. Kind of like every other boss we found, with no portrait of his own, but it's honestly not the worst case scenario. But with that, we will be heading into... Is there a name we can work with? I'll just press start. Oh wait, we have to have more than one. Oh, we have to have more than 10? Okay. I actually never tried pressing start without having all units selected. I actually just want to see what the name of the chapter is. I won't read any of the dialogue. Oh, it looks like Caeda is here. Okay. The Ageless Palace is what we'll be going into next. So with that, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. And peace out, keeping it spooky, and peace out. I said that already, but you know what? You get a double today. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.